Hey there, Willie Ammons here. I just wanted to take a minute to reach out and give a review for Ippei and Dan. Their program has done a lot for me, so I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about it. So I got started with the program in January of 2019. I was, at the time that I found the program, I was actually selling health insurance, and I was having a really hard time making ends meet. I wasn't able to, get enough leads and talk to enough people. So it wasn't that I was pitching and not selling. It was just that I wasn't able to talk to people. So I actually started searching for lead generation. I wanted to learn how to generate leads, and I came across a website that had Ippei on it, and essentially he was talking about this program that was sustainable. It was always going to be in demand, and it was something that anybody could learn, and it would create a passive income. And just like everybody else, I've seen a lot of programs, and I've done several of the programs myself, and 99% of them aren't what they're cracked up to be. And so I was skeptical, of course, which is healthy. You should be skeptical. And it's a good chunk of money, for the program. It's not the cheapest program out there. It's not $100 program. But, with that said, I talked to Ippei on the phone after I scheduled an appointment with him, and, he answered all the questions that I had. And I honestly, my wife's standing behind the camera. She can tell you, I maxed out my last 2 credit cards, paying for half the program and financed the other half. And I was kind of at the end of my rope. I needed something to work. I needed to gain traction on something. So I ended up taking the leap with the program. Ippei got me signed up, and that was it. I started working the program, and within the first 24 hours, I had my first lead gen site built. Which is a lead generation site that actually generates leads for small businesses. And for my first website, I chose a window website, which was, a window installation site, which was, they say the riches are in the obscure niches. So I definitely went obscure for that one. And I had my first website built, I believe it was 2 days. Within 2 days, I had my first website built, and I was thrilled to death. And I realized, I can definitely do this. I can do this. And, the program shows you so much. And it's not just that, but there's a support structure as well. There's a Facebook page, and, the Facebook page has people on there that have been in here for 5-6 years. They've been doing this program, full time. And that's how they make, 30, 40, 50, 60 grand a month. And you can talk to these people, and you can ask them questions. You can go in the group. You can ask any question that you have about any issue that you're having, or anything. You get stuck on something, you get an error message on something. It doesn't really matter what it is. Maybe you want to go a different route. You're not sure if anybody's ever done that before. You reach out in the group, okay, and you talk to these people, these veterans of the program who have been doing it for long enough that they can not only answer your questions, but help you skip over mistakes that they've made so that you don't have to make them. You can learn without having to make those mistakes. And, alongside of that, which is the support structure, you also get constant education and updates. They're constantly adding to the course, new programs, new information, new things that you can learn how to do, new skill sets that you can add to your business and add to your company. It's a massive, massive support structure, and it's a family. It really is a family, and this whole lead generation program, has changed my life. I went from selling insurance and not being able to do anything to building that website, which then led me to create my agency, which is called Local Reach Consulting. And of course, you're on my website right now, so you can see what that is. And then I started building a brand, and all of this you learn from the program. You learn how to prospect. You learn how to go out and meet people. You learn how to pitch them on lead generation websites, or on a full website build for them, or whatever the case may be, and it actually teaches you the process and teaches you how to do it. Does sales experience help? Yeah, certainly that would help, but it's not required. Anybody can learn this process. There's, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, single moms, dads with full-time jobs doing it part-time. Anybody can do this program. It's a matter of, setting your mind to it and putting in the work. But as they always say in the group, as they always say in the Facebook group, trust the process. And, the process, the program has been ran time after time, again and again, and has created millions and millions of dollars in revenue for those who learn these skills, use this program, and build a business around it. And not only is it income, but this is important, it's passive income, okay, which means you're not actively working for it every single dollar and dime. You're putting in the work, you're building something. Think of it as online real estate, okay? This program teaches you how to build that online real estate and lease it out to business owners so that you can constantly get a check in the mail every single month. You get that money coming in, that monthly money, okay? And not only that, but the people that you're working with are absolutely thrilled to death to know you, okay? These business owners are typically desperate. They're dying on the vine. They need more leads. They need more customers. They need more clients. And this program will show you absolutely, beyond the shadow of a doubt, how to generate leads for these businesses. And not only that, but how to do it better than the competition. And so, thanks to this program now, I have thousands of dollars in passive income that come in every month. It pays the bills for my family and I. I'm very, very grateful, and it allows me to live the life that I've wanted to live, which is to say that I work from home. I stay with my kids most of the time. I'm home with my wife. If I want to sleep in the morning, I can sleep in the morning, although I don't do that very often, but I can. If I wanted to sleep all day, I guess I could. But it allows me to do the things that I do want to do, which is to say, if my family and I want to go to a park and go spend a couple hours during the day, then I can do that. I don't have a boss that I have to report into. I don't have an office that I have to drive to or anything like that. It's been a real blessing for my family and I, and I still remember, back in January when I took the dive, and I remember talking to my wife and telling her that, I know it seems scary, I know it seems frightening, it seems terrifying, but we can do this, I can do this, and I understood the program, I understood the premise of it, and I'm just thrilled to death that I took the leap. I really am happy, and now I have a company, the skills of which I learned exclusively from this lead generation program. And so thank you so much, Ippei. Thank you so much, Dan. You guys have given me so much and given my family so much, and I really appreciate it. If you're watching this video and you're not sure, about taking the dive, you're not sure what you think about the program, I'll go ahead and tell you, do it. Anybody can learn it. So thanks again. I appreciate it, and I hope you learned something.